Yo, 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 it's your boy VIC 93 checking in. We did have a few technical issues uploading this episode 2 of Vic's Takes. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for stopping in, clicking on the video. However, I ran into some copyright issues. So Disney does not allow people to use their content uh, for creators to create our own content. I was not aware of that. I know some people out there that's like, "Oh, you idiot, duh." Well, I'm a beginner, didn't know. Find out the hard way. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to give you some brief snippets of what these guys are talking about. So I'm reviewing this episode of First Take. This snippet here was Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe, and Kendrick Perkins. Basically, Stephen A. Smith, uh, they're debating the format of All Star Weekend. If they liked it, if they didn't like it. Draymond Green was on TNT last night with Jalen Rose and Vince Carter, and he basically talked about how much he disliked the new format. He gave it a 0 out of 10, and basically was saying that it's the Rising Stars versus the Olympic team. And Stephen A. Smith pretty much agreed with Draymond how much he didn't like it, but he wanted to put emphasis and blame on the players more so than anybody else. Shannon Sharpe also agreed with Draymond, but also wanted Draymond to understand that, hey, this is you guys, the players, are the reason why they had to make these changes in the first place. So, it starts with the players. Kendrick was the one that made, he kind of had a different take on it. He was saying, hey, why is Draymond bashing the new format if it got players to play hard and obviously it's working? So why bash something if it's working? Things of that nature. They also talked a little bit about LeBron. LeBron was a late scratch for the All Star game. He did not suit up for the All Star game. He was there for All Star weekend. He showed up late Saturday, and he did not play that Sunday for the All Star game. Um, he was the reports say that he was having some pain in his ankle and foot. That's why he chose to sit out. And the guys debated, why he chose to sit out so late, and he could have, has let the NBA or let the commissioner Adam Silver know that, hey, I might not play this weekend. We might need to get somebody out, get somebody called up to take over my spot, which I think would have been Norman Powell. What they were discussing on First Take. Pretty much everybody jumped on LeBron about that. I'm going to give my takes on that as well. So I just wanted to give you guys a rundown since we're not able to watch the content that was given, but that was a brief summary right there. So I'm going to give you my takes coming up, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I promise you, episode 3, there won't be any hiccups. All right. Just stick with me. I appreciate y'all. All right. Peace. Yo, 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 what's up, family? This your boy VIC 93, and we are here for episode 2 of Vic's Takes. You did. This episode, we got a clip from First Take. We got Stephen A. Smith, Molly, and Shannon Sharpe, and Kendrick Perkins giving their thoughts about how All Star Weekend went. Now, let me just give y'all some insight. I did not watch All Star Weekend. I just saw the highlights. Today is Monday, currently at recording. The day after All Star Weekend, which was originally the East versus West. We didn't get to see that format this year. They switched it up. I think it was 4 teams of 8, and first to 40 wins or some stupid shit like that. Like, I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, this is where All Star Weekend is now. I'm like, what's going on with the NBA? Views is down. Players aren't playing anymore. We can't even have a decent All Star. I remember I used to be excited for All Star Weekend, and now it's just like it is what it is. G League players winning dunk contests 3 years in a row. Like, come on, bro. NBA got to do better. But anyway, we're gonna review this video. I'm gonna pause it throughout the video a few times just so I can give y'all my thoughts, what I'm thinking. Definitely like, comment, subscribe if you're messing with your boy. I appreciate it. And let's dive right into it. Just pause it right there, guys, just to uh, talk about what Stephen A just alluded to. So I agree that the players have to shoulder some of the blame, but I also blame the front office as well. The front offices, the commissioner David Stern, and I just think that they babied the players for too long. Like with the guys being able to sit out when they're, just so they don't have to play a back to back. Like the fans have been receiving the brunt side of this for years. You got guys that are family showing up to games, and then we don't even get to see the stars because they're sitting out tonight, and that was going on way too long. And let's not even get to the format of the All-Star game, because to me the All-Star game been dead for a while. Let's go back to usually the most hyped event of all of All-Star Weekend is the dunk contest. Now I know I've had some of my friends hit me up and was like, man, McClung, he's going crazy. He killed it. Whoop de whoop. And don't get me wrong, no shade to him. He's a great athlete. I saw him do the dunk contest the last 2 years, and he put on a great show. No hate to him. But let's be real. We want to see the star players in the dunk contest, bro. And if I'm going to blame anybody for that, I've been saying this for years. I blame LeBron James. You're one of the best players in the league, and you're one of the most athletic people in the league, and you don't, at least participate one time. All the greats did. Kobe, Jordan, uh, uh, Sean Kemp, Spud Webb, Allen Iverson. Like, everybody participated in the dunk contest. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Dominique Wilkins. Like, if you're one of the best dunkers, you got to do it. Dr. J, like, all the main stars participate. And so when it got to LeBron's time, he was like, nah, I'm good. And you know what he did to spit in our face? I ain't gonna say spit in our face. That's a little too deep. But in spite of participating in the dunk contest, you decide to have your own private dunk contest at pre-games when you was playing in Miami. Like, oh, I don't got to do the dunk contest. Y'all gonna watch me regardless. Like, come on, bro. That's not cool. And now you got the young guys like Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Zion Williamson. Hell, even your boy straight from the Ville, Brandon Miller. Like, these cats is athletic, but nobody's participating in the dunk contest anymore. We let G League players come in and dominate the dunk contest. That should be, and just to what Draymond said, how they're playing against the U19 team. That should let you, is as a vet, that should be a sign of disrespect right there. Like, we're not even playing each other. We got to play the kids, just to get y'all to have some fire in you. Because what if the U19, and I keep calling them U19, but because it's right here on screen. What if the Rising Stars beat one of the vet teams? We would have been clowning them. So that's why they had to get it together, man. But yeah, I think, all the NBA has a lot of work to do, bro. They just the players gotta get back to the X's and O's, get back to that Mamba mentality, bro, where it's like if you don't win a championship, or if you're not contending for a championship, you shouldn't get all this accolades and special treatment, I should say. Like LeBron, he's earned his special treatment. He put his work in. Some of these other guys, bro, like y'all don't deserve that special treatment that y'all think y'all are getting, and it's rubbing off on the young guys coming in the league because it's like you don't have to get it out the mud anymore. I remember when the NBA, it was guys you literally, if you wasn't a first round pick, you was scrapping to get a big time contract. Now everybody getting the max left and right, fully guaranteed. So, that's my little take on it. Let's see what the rest of them got to say. A correction, I said David Stern earlier in my intro. I meant to say Adam Silver. I forgot his name. So, the current commissioner, Adam Silver, previous commissioner, David Stern. But first, let's break down what Shannon Sharpe had to say, and then I'm going to deal with Kendrick Perkins. Shannon Sharpe was right on the money, in my opinion. Just like what he said with the NFL, once it got to a point where the product was a joke, literally the Pro Bowl was flag football. And they did that, I think. They did that. They actually played 7-on-7 for the Pro Bowl. It's embarrassing. Like, get that shit out of here. Nobody wants to watch that, bro. Nobody is paying their cable bill and is like, yeah, I gotta watch the Pro Bowl 7-on-7 this Sunday before the Super Bowl. Like, let's be real. I mean, maybe the kids want to see their favorite players. If you're in town, you can go to it and stuff like that. That's cool. But yeah, that had to get cut. Same thing with the NBA, bro. They had to hold themselves to the same standard. Like, nobody's watching it. We're already not watching the regular season. Views is down the toilet. So you think this new format is gonna make people watch it? No, it's embarrassing. Even for the players, like, you should be, because especially Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the main person I see, having some get back on Twitter. Like, y'all are gonna complain about it anyway, whoop de whoop. But it's like, bro, like, you gotta look at it from the outside looking in, bro. Like, you think people are not down in the NBA just because of the new players and stuff like that. Like, granted, yes, some of my favorite players were like Kobe, Allen Iverson, and those guys that are retired. And RIP Kobe, he's not here with us anymore. But like, that was the era where it was, everybody had something to prove. Everybody had something to prove. Everybody was trying to reach that greatness like Jordan, and and everybody was striving for that, regardless of if you was a role player or a starter or a superstar. Now it seems like guys come in, you show potential, and you get treated like a superstar off potential. And that's not, to me, that's where it's like, come on, like, fans are paying their hard-earned money. Not me, because I don't go to basketball games. I went to a Grizzlies game like 2 or 3 years ago, but yeah, I'm not paying to see that. I'll watch that on TV, to be honest, but I don't even watch it on TV. But I'm just saying, like, what Unc said was right on the money, bro. The players gotta hold themselves accountable. You are the product you put on TV. That's how you get the advertisements. That's how you get the shoe deals. That's how you get all these things. So, you got to pour into the product what you want out of it. And, and I'm not trying to, say like all the NBA players are not playing hard. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying we can see that there's a lot of shortcuts being taken, and the numbers prove what I'm saying. Look at the views. Look at the Christmas Day views this past year in 2024. The NFL killed them in a landslide. NFL had 2 games on Christmas. Everybody was watching. NBA, I know my Christmas morning we watched the Spurs and the Timberwolves. Uh, no, Spurs and the Knicks. Excuse me. It was the Spurs and the Knicks was the first game that morning. Watched a little bit of that. Didn't catch the rest of them. Didn't even catch it, bro. We was watching football. I'm sorry. NFL is they're branching off to making deals with Netflix. You got deal with Prime. You got deals uh with CBS, Paramount, all these other things. NBA still on TNT and ESPN. Like y'all not even being creative with how we can watch the games. NFL, they're making leaps and bounds in reaching all the audience. Netflix, you don't even have to have cable. You can, if you watch an NFL game on Netflix, you can be probably anywhere in the country, yeah, anywhere in the world that Netflix is allowed, and you're watching NFL. Like they're making it easier, more accessible, and the NBA is just still doing the same old things. Like it's gonna have to get better. And let me touch on what Kendrick said, as far as Draymond killing the product, bro. Draymond, he doesn't have to he doesn't have to lie to the public. Like just because I know what Kendrick's trying to say. He's like, well, why are you down in it if it it got people to play hard, but Draymond's pretty much saying what a lot of people are saying. We don't want to see that. We don't. Okay, the players play hard, but who watched? What were the views looking like? That's what's important. Like, yeah, if y'all play hard and there's only 10 people in the stadium, who cares? Like, not saying, yeah, we want them to play a little harder, but it's not even about just playing harder. It's just about putting on a show for the fans. Like, because the guys back in the day, they weren't just taking charges and diving on the ground for loose balls and stuff like that. But they were, this is an all-star game. You practice during the week on some things y'all might try. You're gonna do some alley oops. You're gonna do some crazy dunks if the lane's open. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us a show. That's all we care about. We don't care about who had the most, who locked up who, and this, that, and the third. Even though Kobe did lock up Bron that one game, he went crazy when he won the MVP. All right, I'm gonna get off Bron, man. I'm gonna get off Bron, but for real, I think you know Draymond was right to say what he feels about the situation, not just pander to the league just because they're trying to sell a certain image. Like Draymond kept it real. He was like, "Yeah, I don't like that shit," and he has the right to say that, bro. So let's see what they got to say. And I just want to say I normally don't always agree with Stephen A. Smith's takes, but he's right on the point, right? He's right on point right here. Like just like I was saying, it's not about y'all just playing the game like it's a regular season game. We don't care about that. We just want you to like just play. I remember when Kevin Durant and LeBron during the summertime, they had they was doing their one-on-ones, they was working out together, they was doing street ball. You remember when dudes used to still go out and play street ball and used to go out and used to hoop in the summer circuits and stuff like that. Like that's what we want to see, bro. Y'all going harder versus dudes that ain't in the league compared to the dudes that's in the All-Star game. That's all we just put on the same show when James Harden went and dropped 60 on them boys at whatever that summer circuit was, and when LeBron had went in crazy on in Rucker Park. No, he didn't play. He never played at Rucker Park. Who was at Rutgers? Was it Melo? I know Kobe and Vince and them was out there at Rutgers. That's where the real hoopers was at. But yeah, man, they got to get back to that. Like it's that we've gotten too far removed from when the All Star game was at its peak. So I think it's too far gone at this point. I do think it can get fixed, but it's gonna have to start with the league and the players working together to fix it. Before we let Molly transition, I kind of agree with Stephen A. again. I think international play it would be something to get the world more into the league as far as like getting views up and stuff like that, because the NBA basically is an international game anyway. Some of the best players are from overseas, like Giannis, Luca, Joker, Joel Embiid. um yeah, so Yeah, I think that'd be fun to see. You know, that might be something there. But at the end of the day, I mean, we all just want to see old school East versus West. Lace them up, go at it. You know, put on the show. That's all we want to see. Yeah. Before I let them continue, I just got to give some insight. If y'all was watching the screen, you'll see Stephen A. Smith was making some faces and chuckling. Kendrick was chuckling because the backstory behind that is Shannon Sharpe, Uncle Shannon is a huge LeBron fan. Sometimes he be riding Bron a little too hard. So I'd be like, yo, you gotta chill, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like LeBron. He's one of the greatest players, but Shannon he be defending him some Bron for sure. So the fact that to hear him criticize him a little bit, they're like, whoa, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? But also to touch on what Shannon was talking about, yeah, I mean, of course, LeBron was wrong for that. Um, you knew like he said, I think he knew he wasn't gonna play early in advance before the Saturday, the night before the All-Star game. You should have, reneged yourself off the list. And if Anthony Edwards did that too, that's messed up, bro. Like that's two people that should have been, that could have got the All-Star tag on their name, who deserve it. You know what I'm saying? People who want to actually be in the All-Star game, not like the superstars. They always get a chance to shine, but letting some other guys get some shine, that was a huge opportunity miss. So yeah, Shannon was right on the money with that. You got to definitely, you know, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the NBA, having certain guys have favoritism and can do what they want. Like, and I get it. LeBron does deserve to have special treatment. He has been the face of the league for a long time. But when you're a good leader, sometimes you know how to move out the way. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from an old head. Like, good leaders know when to listen, they know when to move out the way. They know, when to let other people who are great at certain aspects let them shine because that makes you look good as well. If your brand is the NBA, if the NBA is doing good, it makes all the players look good. So I feel like it just got to be they got to be more of a group mindset instead of individual mindset. But let's see what they got to say. Hey, I said that in the beginning of the video. Rewind that, catch that. Me and Stephen A agreeing on a lot today, which is very odd. But yeah, he's definitely on the money with that one. Yeah, I pretty much agree with all three of them on that take as far as LeBron um calling out at last minute. Now, hey, we don't know what was going on with Brian. His ankle, his foot. That definitely could be the excuse. The real excuse. Like maybe he was feeling discomfort. I mean, the man is 40 years old. We definitely got to give him that credit. I'll never, say somebody's lying about an injury or something like that. But my thing, just like what Perk said, like if your ankle and foot was hurt the day of, it definitely was you was feeling that pain days prior too. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, maybe he was trying to play through it for the All-Star game. Like, nah, bro. It's LeBron. He knows y'all know damn well LeBron not finna play through no pain for an All-Star game. Like, come on, let's be real. He was if he was feeling that pain, he should have called it in, that Thursday or that Friday. Really that Thursday. So the commissioner could have made that change, make the call up, get somebody else in there. But the point Kendrick Perkins made about the politics, I mean, politics been in NBA forever, bro. Like it's the fans that vote the starters for the All Star game anyway. The coaches, uh, excuse me, the coaches vote for the filler of the roster, like the bench, the second string guys and stuff like that. But the starters are always voted by fans. So Steph Curry, him and LeBron, Kevin Durant, all of them are gonna get voted in. Like they're the stars of the league. You know, even though they're older, they're still the stars. People are still gonna vote for them no matter what. So, you know, I don't really think too much of that. That's in the fans' hands. But as far as like getting the right people in there, like the coaches, yeah, you're gonna pick the guys who probably either have relationships with and stuff like that. You know, politics is always gonna play a part in it. So I can't really just like, oh, the politics, like, you know, it's whatever. But hey guys, I just want to let y'all know if y'all heard some little static during the video, that was not from me. That's probably from the video. Don't want to ain't trying to knock ESPN or First Take, but yeah, I don't know what was going on with that video. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit after we get done here. But like I always do, I'm gonna drop the description of this video here in the below in the details. If you want to check it out yourself, definitely go ahead and check them out. I'll leave that in the description. I appreciate you guys for tuning in for episode 2. I think episode 1 went real well. I got a little bit of good feedback about it. We just getting started, baby. Y'all keep rocking with me again. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all on this journey. All right, I'm out. Peace.